Hi, I'm David Gonzalez, and today I'm showing you the new features and improvements on Mistika VR 884. This update focuses mainly in performance and usability, and in terms of performance, Mistika VR now supports the latest Nvidia drivers, which include an encoding API. So now H.264 and H.265 encoding relies on the GPU, which translates in a significant speed improvement. If you have an Nvidia card, you can just go to the render panel, and under the file type, select the MP4 Nvidia movie. Then we have different flavors, both for H.264 and H.265 or HHVC. Whatever you choose, you can always change the bitrate and the gap size, and you're good to go. It's also worth noting that optical flow performance has also been improved, with up to 50% faster render times. And now let's move on to some of the usability improvements. The first one, requested by the community, is the ability to show frames or timecode in the time display. Just by right-clicking on the box, I can go to display options and change to timecode or frames at any point. Another improvement is on the horizon alignment tool. How it works is you select one straight line, it remembers where that line is, and then you select a second straight line and your horizon is aligned. So if you get to the yellow line situation unintentionally, it will automatically disappear on the next click on screen. Just click anywhere else in the screen and it will go away. There's also a much better management of cameras like the Samsung Gear or the humanized views, which used to store multiple lenses on one single frame. Let me show you this with an example. Go to the VR media folder and just drag one of the Samsung files. You can see here that in the same frame I have both lenses. That's not a problem, because as soon as I load the preset, let's go down to Samsung Gear, this is the first version. As soon as I load the preset, Mistika splits them in half and we have a perfect stitch for it. But some improvements have been done. So now when we go into the one view mode, the calibration mode, we have one lens only and we can actually calibrate it properly. I can select one lens or the other. Also, the snapshots reflect the appropriate lens on each, and I can even send it to PT-GUI. So I can go to Stitch, External Stitch, and I have two separate images for each lens inside PT-GUI. This gets a bit more complex with the views camera, because in this case, well, let me show you with an example as well. With the footage from Ken Togia, thank you for sharing the footage with us. So this camera stores the 8 different sensors in 2 separate 2x2 tracks. So in this case, in the first track, we only get 2x2, so 4 lenses. The other 4 lenses are stored in a separate video track. These usually require pre-processing all the source files to extract the second layer, but in Mistika VR this is now fully automated and we only need to apply the views preset to discover the second video track. So now we get all the 8 different lenses. I can also use the calibration interface. And even if I want to, I can use PT-GUI or any other external stitching software, and it will get one JPEG per lens. And as with any new release, the presets list keeps growing. We now natively support the GoPro Fusion, the Views, the Inticam, the Isuga set for XL, and also the Isuga set to XL 180 degrees. I hope you like the new features, and thanks for watching.